Hi, Ashley.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, good.
Well, I'm super excited to talk to you. When I stumbled upon your Instagram, I knew that we needed to talk.
Yes.
You have a really unique style, and it's super intriguing. But why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about herb and ritual?
Yes, of course. So my name's Ashley. I started Urban Ritual, I think January 1st, actually. I had been playing with florals for some time before that, but officially, I think we are January 1st of 2020.
Wow, you are
So
brand new.
yes. So we are very new. And when I say we, my husband is usually doing either accounting for me or helping me set things up. So that is the we behind Herb and Ritual. And so a little bit about us, how we got started. It was actually kind of born out of a need. I mean, I think that's how a lot of things get going. But I got married last year during the COVID pandemic. And I was really into dried florals at the time. And so I would try things by myself at home. And I was like, this is great. Like, I love this. And I wanted something that was uh, a little moody, a little dark, a little moody for my wedding. And I couldn't find anything. And I was like, okay, well, I'll go with something simple like lavender and rose. And so I just had a little simple bouquet. And I was like, what if, crazy idea, like I start doing this and putting it out there and see how people respond to it. And I did, and it was amazing. It was not at all what I expected. I was just like, if I don't try it, I'm gonna regret not giving it a shot. And I did, and it's been like exponentially amazing. Like I couldn't have even predicted the growth or like the interest even. I'm like, anytime someone reaches out to me, I'm like, oh my God, thank you. Like, so
Yeah,
it's
that's
been great.
awesome. I know I feel like just talking with my customers that have been in business a long time, um, it's been a whirlwind this year.
Mhm. Yes.
It's been absolutely crazy. Um, did what did you do before you did flowers?
So I was actually working as a project engineer in construction for the past like 6 years. And I still do that now, actually, but I work from home. And then I do flowers in my free time. So I'm doing both of those things right now until we can get going full speed. And I think that that's actually coming pretty soon.
Yeah, yeah, your business is growing. Well, I could see why. How would you describe your style?
Uh, um, so many, I would say it's some weird cross between like fairy tale and grunge and like maybe even a little gaha, but also I love color. So
Yeah,
uh, I love like bright, bold colors with like moody backdrops. So
yeah.
wherever that falls, we're somewhere in there.
On your Instagram page, I noticed like a lot of the pictures, have a dark background, and
Yes.
they almost look like paintings, to be honest.
Yes.
They're really beautiful.
Thank you.
Definitely moody and sexy and rich and very kind of decadent, but I
Mhm.
I see like it looks like a beautiful painting. I love
Thank
that
you.
about you.
Thank you.
Um, what inspires you?
Um, Honestly, I would say it started with kind of this. It's going to sound strange, but it started in a spiritual place for me because I started getting into kind of like a more nature-based religion, and with that came, like dried plants and herbs
Mhm.
and like metaphysical properties, and it was just all so magical for me.
Yeah.
And I felt like I want to like embody this. Like I want to bottle it up and make it into something that people can, have and use on their wedding day, on days that are special events, anything, you know. And it's been just, it's great. Like people have told me, like this is exactly like who I am in flowers.
Yeah, that's amazing when you can connect with someone like on that level. But I totally see, how you can be drawn to floral design through you know, studying and admiring plants.
Yes,
As I always think like, you know, everything that's on the earth is meant to be here for a reason. So
absolutely.
those plants all have, um, you know, properties that we should use.
Hmm.
Um, do you have plants? Do you like plants?
Yes, yes, I
Because
love plants.
I don't have a green thumb. You
You
would think that
know,
I would, us florists, but yeah, cactus. That's it.
yes, I've got some snake plants, some monsteras. I've got some little ferns behind me, and I try to keep accumulating them and putting them in my house. But I do have a 2-year-old, so he likes to get into
Oh,
them. But
yeah,
I try with my little green thumb. But I think I'm better at the florals than the herbs.
same. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about your heritage because you
Yeah.
have a very unique mixture of different, you know, ethnicities. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. So my mother is Turkish, and my father is Black. He's from Louisiana, so down south, but we live in California now. And they actually met because he was in the military and he was stationed in Turkey. So
Oh,
that is how, yeah, these two opposite sides of the world met.
um, does your culture come into play when you do floral design?
Um, Not so much. I think it's more spiritual based for me.
Yeah.
Um, I do, I do enjoy that there is a community for people of color within the floral industry. So, in that aspect, yes, I've been able to meet with a couple people and see that side of the community grow. So that's been amazing. But as far as Turkish flowers, I don't think so. But yeah, it was mostly spiritual based for me.
Yeah. Um, what do you see yourself doing in a year? How do you see yourself in a year from now?
So
Because
we
2020 was pretty crazy. 2021 was just whirlwind.
absolutely.
What do you feel 2022 is going to look like?
So we're actually dabbling in a couple things right now. I haven't officially put it out there,
Oh,
but we're thinking about maybe doing a design side. I do, in some of my photo shoots, you'll see that there's some pieces that are, gold and black seems to kind of be a repeating theme for us. And I've even got like my little furniture. So we've been buying furniture and like refurnishing it and making it like matte black and buying these decadent like gold candles. And I'm like, maybe we can get into tablescaping. And so we're thinking about putting that out there soon. We've collected quite a good stock of things here, just,
nice.
doing photo shoots alone.
Yeah.
Um, and I've had people say like, okay, and like, does this come with it? And I'm like, oh no, but maybe it should.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's I think too, like, you know, when you're a full service florist, you know, you can offer those things um that you might not necessarily have offered in the past, you know,
Mhm.
when they ask, you're like, oh, well, yeah, I could do that,
Yeah,
or yeah, I can include that, or yeah, no problem. That'll be a rental fee, or you know,
absolutely. That's what I
yeah.
was thinking.
Yeah, yeah, it's good business. Oh, that's
Mhm.
exciting.
Yes,
That's an exciting project that's coming up.
definitely.
Um, tell me a little bit about your family life.
So right now it is me and my husband and our 2-year-old. And I don't know if you have any toddlers in your house, but it is wild. It's great. It's wild and crazy and so full of love, and it's great.
I have three
So
grandbabies, so I
yes,
know.
yes.
Yeah.
So they like
They
to,
are, yeah, always into things and always keep you on your toes, you
yes.
know.
So
Um,
Hunter will go with me to my Ash on our flower hauls, and everybody
oh,
knows him. And
oh, that's awesome. You go to the Riverside? You
yes,
have to come down to Carlsbad and visit us for sure.
I do. I'd love to check that out.
Have you ever been to Carlsbad?
I have. It's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, we have some pretty cool product. I think it's kind of unique, and we always have the, specialty stuff. So
Mhm.
that's always, fun. Um, what kind of designs do you like? Like, what do you like design style? In terms of like when you design, is your favorite thing to do the like bridal bouquet, or is it more of like the centerpiece, or more like an aisle piece, or an installations? What do you feel you're good at?
My favorite thing to do is a bridal bouquet for sure, hands down.
Why?
And I don't know, I just feel like it's the main representation of like the bride. She's like, I'm here, this is who I am. Here is the flowers that also say who I am. Like it's like carrying a piece of art around, you know?
Yeah, for
If I could
sure.
have a bouquet for every occasion, I would just show up with one like all the time.
Right. That's awesome, actually. I think a lot of designers definitely like to do the bridal bouquet. I feel like it's more personal,
Right.
especially because you meet with them and you become, familiar with them and friends. And yeah, so it's a very personal thing. And then when you give the bridal bouquet to her at
Oh,
the
yes.
wedding, that feeling is just
Yes. I don't think
undeniable, and it just
I don't think
validates
that's
everything that you've done. Don't you think?
absolutely. Like
Yeah.
seeing their faces light up is just that is just like, oh, I'm gonna go make 10 more.
Yeah, right. Speaking of photo shoots that you mentioned, do you have any interesting photo shoots coming up?
Um,
Or, I
yes,
mean, are you planning any, or would you like to plan any? And what would be the theme?
I am. I'm doing a collab with a couple people.
Ooh,
So yes, I think one of them is Jurassic Park themed.
ooh.
And yes,
Well,
so that's
that's
gonna
going to
be
be
fun.
interesting. So
And
tell me if it's a Jurassic Park theme, what, just off the top of your head, what kind of florals would you do for that?
I am thinking so many ferns, first of all, and then maybe something white and bright to pop against it, maybe something a little wild. I love things that look a little deconstructed, like
Yeah,
a little crazy, like it's purposely wild.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
ferns and grasses and pops of flowers is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's amazing. So tell me a little bit more about the theme and your idea and how it came about.
Yeah, so this one we haven't gotten started with it just yet. It's a little bit later in 2022, but how we came about was the wedding planner. She's also really into like alt weddings and like fairy tale style or um, you know, like fandom weddings, things like that. And
Yeah.
we kind of just found each other and she's actually my friend now and she comes to my book club. It's like a
Oh,
thing. I know. And she's just like, oh, I love this. And I'm like, oh my God, and your ideas on this are great. And so she was like, I'm gonna do this dinosaur wedding. And she's like, you gotta be there. And I'm just like, all right, let's do it. Let's make it
yeah, that's
happen.
awesome when you have an artist type person, that's a friend that you can bounce ideas off of.
Mhm.
Um, it it kind of gives you some inspiration too, to keep talking about different ideas and,
Yes,
bouncing ideas off each other. Um,
absolutely.
the whole point of the series was really to bring awareness to people of color in our industry. Um, and I know that you on your Instagram, you are Black girl owned
Yes.
floral business. Tell us a little bit about how that um, has changed through this past year. Because I feel like, not that it was taboo, but I mean, I never really saw that before, where it was people, putting it up there like, yes, this is a Black business. Yes, come support me. Um, Tell me a little bit about your personal uh, experience
In terms of just this business alone or
in
in a
general.
wide spectrum?
Yeah,
So,
whatever. Yeah.
oh, this is very near and dear to me for so many reasons. So it's I mean, just to be, forward about it, it's difficult in general,
Yeah.
um, to put yourself in a place where maybe there aren't a lot of people who look like you or, even want to see you there. And the best thing that I've heard about this so far is that the best way that I can sum it up is that we need to take up space in those areas in order to, make other people feel welcome, make it feel like it's a community. In short, representation needs to be there and it matters. So instead of being ambiguous about it or obscure and hiding it, like, oh, here's just my work, I
Mhm.
want you to know, like, this is who I am. I am so capable. I have so much to offer you, and I'm excited to share that with you. And, I want you to know that this does come from, a bigger place.
Yeah.
There's a lot to offer you if you're willing to just, open those doors. If you're just
Yeah.
willing to open those doors, there's so much more to be offered there.
Yeah. Um, I feel like we have a lot more work to do, but I personally feel like, there has been some, efforts made, and um, I feel, I don't know, it's such a difficult situation,
It's
there's,
yeah,
when there's, people that are so talented and so creative and have, um, just the passion in our industry, um, that people won't shop from them because of the color of their skin, and that is is horrible. I mean, it's
yeah,
just,
it's heartbreaking.
um, yeah, and this past year I've learned so much about, the just some of the struggles of the people that have been on the series. Um, it's I've learned that you all are strong and willing and determined, and beautiful. And you guys need to just be represented. And I love doing this, and I feel blessed that I can give, um, you know, just small florists, a voice, and for people to see and to support you. Um, so anybody out there that's getting married, um,
Yes, and I mean, I can't even tell you, like, how much I appreciate that. I've had struggles. I've
mhm,
done photo shoots and collabs, and I've had them go horribly wrong. And I've had people say things that I will not repeat here. Um, but it was in regards to race, and it
yeah,
was horrible. And I don't know if people understand that it doesn't just affect me. I have a biracial child. I have
yeah,
a husband. These people are behind me, and they're also living this life and walking this path with us. So as hard as it is for us, um, it's just as hard for them. And
yeah,
maybe they've never experienced it before, so they're kind of living through your eyes, and they're so sad that you're sad. And
mm,
there's people behind these incidents, and it's just I just wish that I could maybe just expand everyone's view a little bit and understand that it's not just you're saying mean things here in the heat of the moment. Like, these are things that we take to heart. They hurt
yeah,
us, they hurt our families. It's a struggle, but we persevere, and that's why we're here.
yeah, that's for sure. Well, we're not going to stop. We're going to keep going, and I think we're making some great strides with, um, I mean, I've seen such a difference this past year. I mean, I just think that there's bigger and better things coming for people of color,
Hmm.
and equality, and inclusion. Um, But I want to thank you, Ashley, for coming on here and sharing your story. I love your design aesthetic,
Thank you.
and I love your story. And I can't wait for everybody to see. So today I'm going to celebrate you. Thank you
Awesome.
so
Thank you
much.
so much. Thank you for having me.